Hello Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today I just wanted to go through this fabulous quick and simple card that I created with lots of new product from the new upcoming 2018 to 2019 annual Stampin' Up! Catalog. So today we're just going to kind of go over some basic simple stamping. And I made this card with lots of the new product. So let's get started on this. I started with a card base that is actually the new in color Lovely Lipstick, which I am loving this color because it's like a bright color, but it's also like pinky tinted, and it's super fabulous. So I'm just going to fold that in half, use my bone folder. Here is the new Lovely Lipstick ink pad. So we're just going to easily pop that open, slide it back into place. And I am using one stamp set and two ink colors. So the one stamp set is this Detailed with Love stamp set, and I am using this greeting, this little floral image, and then this corner piece. This also does bundle and save with the trio punch, which I'll be bringing out here in a little bit. So I'm going to start by just stamping this little floral image all around, sort of in a random pattern. There's no right or wrong way to do this, and I'm mostly just staying on the edges because my focal point is going to be right there in the middle, but making sure to fall off the edge a little bit. And I'm actually falling off the edge and making a mess out of my table, so I need to make sure to get that before I make a mess out of my card. Okay, so now we have that fabulous background. Actually, I feel like one more needs to go like right there. And maybe here. See, this is why I'm horrible with random, because I tend to just keep filling in. So now that we have that piece, we're going to use some of the new polka dot ribbon, which I am loving this. It's like sheer ribbon with little felt polka dots, so it actually has some great texture to it as well. And I'm just adding a little strip of snail to the center of the card. And then I'm going to place this right down in the middle. And who cares where the middle is? That's not, that big of a deal. You can just kind of eyeball it. Next, I have a piece of the Blueberry Bushel cardstock. This measures 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and I added dimensionals to the back. And of course, if you've been following me for very long, you know that I'm a lover of dimensionals and probably an overuser of dimensionals, which is why I have so many on the back of this. So this I'm just going to place right over the top. I will say, if you do prefer to save a little bit more on ribbon, you could do 2 small pieces sticking out either end rather than one long piece. So, you could do like 2 pieces like this and save, an inch or so right there. The next thing I have is my focal point. I have a piece of Whisper White. This measures 2 1/2 by 4 inches, so just a smidge in, just a 1/4 inch in, and I'm going to ink up the greeting in the Lovely Lipstick and stamp it right there in the center. Then I'm going to bring in that trio punch I mentioned. So the reason why it's a trio punch is because, of course, there are 3. This is a corner rounder. This is this fabulous detail that we're going to use. And then this one is like a little oval, like to slide ribbon through, or, to just make like a little notch to tie your card closed or something like that. So I'm going to use this image. This punch is best to be used sitting down. Like a lot of times I use my punches upside down like this, but this one you really need that even pressure of all 3 punching at the same time. You don't want to just angle it in that corner. So there's a little guide on this side over here as well as on this side. Make sure that your cardstock is hitting both of those, and punch. And there we have that fabulous detailed corner and a little pile of scraps. So then for this last part, I actually took the Blueberry Bushel ink pad and this little corner image and inked it up and did 2 opposing corners. So I just inked it up in that blue and I did the 2 corners. You could do all 4. Let me show you what all 4 looks like. So all four looks a little bit, like with this small piece, it looks a little bit more messy. I will say I didn't really want to do all four with this one because lining up these here to make sure that my angle was the same right here was kind of difficult. Like you can't really tell on the top or bottom that they don't like line up straight across, but you can because it's so close right here. So if I did decide to do it with all four, I probably would have used the Stamparatus to make sure that they were all nice and lined up. But I think it looks just as fabulous with just the two corners. So I didn't have to worry about that, and I can just, you know, stamp and go. So it's so much easier that way. So then I just added some regular snail adhesive to the top, bottom, and down the center. And now we're gonna add this to our card front. And you have that awesome blueberry bushel peeking through on the corners there, as well as the little decoration and the edge. So that's super, super fabulous. Quick and simple card using some of the new product from the new catalog. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial just of making a card and hanging out with me today. If you want, you can check out my blog, laurastamppad.com, to see more fabulous samples from the new catalog, as I'm having lots of fun playing with this stuff. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new by clicking down here. And you can also check out some of my other videos by clicking over here. You definitely want to check out the haul video of all the new product that I got. It is super, super fun, and there'll be lots of tutorials coming soon on those items. I'll see you guys all next time. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.